Namaste, Star Family. Welcome back to the Matrix Oracle for another pick a card reading. Today, in this timeless reading, we are going to look at this golden opportunity for you to release a karmic pattern and contract. So we are going to pick Goddess Kali energy, okay? And you'll have the option to pick either a card or Zodiac placement or both, whatever you feel is in alignment. So we're going to look at those piles for a golden opportunity to release a karmic pattern and contract. Okay. Okay, so we have pile number 1. We'll read this afterwards. Golden opportunity to release a karmic pattern and contract. Pile number 2. Okay. And last one. A golden opportunity to release a karmic pattern and contract. Oh, beautiful. All right. 3 beautiful Goddess Kali's energy. And now let's look at those Zodiac placements. For the ones that are working more intimately with me with the YouTube Star Family community, I would strongly suggest for this reading to look at your Mercury placement, in particular your Draconic. So we're working with the emotional body. But again, use your intuition. Okay, so pile number 1. What do we have for you? Let me put this here. We have Kama of Kali. You are being offered a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother. Your path need not to be one of endless exertion. Connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment, intending to bring you spiritual benefit, and as well to the collective, through the softening and opening of your heart, is an act of worshiping the Divine Feminine. Let yourself receive her loving gifts. Oh, beautiful. So pile number 1, we have Aries, we have Taurus, we have Aquarius, and we have Sagittarius. Beautiful. Okay. So let's see for pile number 2 what we have here. We have Khadga. A predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Wow. Trust in the doors that are closing as much as the doors that are opening for you as a result. Wow. Powerful, powerful. We have Capricorn. We have Virgo, Gemini, and Scorpio. Okay. Pile number 3, we have Bhadra Kali. There is not always a need to try to grapple and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Just because another has created a certain reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you in, it does not mean that you must participate. You have the divinely granted gift of choosing where to invest your energy. Be kind to yourself. Lovely. They're all very powerful. For pile number 3, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, and Leo. Perfect. All right, so choose accordingly. This is a golden opportunity for you to release a karmic pattern and contract. I will see you there for your messages. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your pick a card reading. This is a golden opportunity for you to release a karmic pattern and contract. So we're going to look and deep dive in this those messages, you chose the beautiful card of Kama of Kali. And I'm going to reread again. If you didn't watch the beginning, you are being offered a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother. Your path need not to be one of endless exertion. Connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment, intending to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through the softening and opening of your heart, is an act of worshiping the Divine Feminine. Let yourself receive her loving gifts. Okay, and if you chose according to Zodiac placement, we have Aries, Taurus, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. If you are part of the YouTube family and community, I would suggest your draconic, so emotional layer of body for Mercury. Okay, we're working more intimately here. Okay, so pile number one, the first impression, as far as what you're releasing, is a way of living that seemed to be strenuous. Overdoing, overworking, no pain, no gain type of mentality. This is very strong here, how there was a contrast in what you've experienced. Wow, look at this. The cards are, yes, oh my God. And financial constraint. Okay, pile number one, this is strong and this is huge, because this is a gateway that I felt. I've been receiving it all day while I was not even getting ready for this reading, where I kept on hearing doors. There's a golden opportunity. And I'm like, for what? For what? And it was for releasing a karmic pattern. So scarcity mentality, for sure. You know, feeling that there's never enough. This is something that right now, as you are coming into alignment with finding this reading, there's some type of activation, okay, of your inner sight, of how you perceive yourself, how you perceive life. We have Archangel Metatron, okay? When you're working with the archangels and astrology, this is an archangel that connects you to your North Node. So if some of you have chosen this pile just randomly, or even if it was for your Mercury placement, I do feel there might be an additional message, and again, do whatever you want, for your North Node. Okay, that could be something, because this is something that is being activated. Some of you, there is something in your chart that could be activated. So you could have a planet that is coming to trigger your North Node. You could have a goddess, you could have a muse that is transiting and that is activating something in you, that is realizing that doing more, trying more is not the solution. It's actually a time for you to heal those beliefs, healing the beliefs of scarcity, there's not enough, or you have to do more to receive, okay? I feel that you're going through a strong, look at this, a strong storm, a strong cosmic reorganization, okay? As I'm channeling this, okay, and again, it's timeless, but as I'm channeling this, because some of you, it might be related to this, I strongly felt Kali. As I'm channeling this, there's going to be a merge of Mercury and Kali. So you could be having some type of activation in Mercury or your Kali, the goddess Kali. She is number 4227, if some of you want to look her up, okay? She is reorganizing how you perceive life, how you perceive yourself. Look at this. She's bringing the sun. Strong activation of the sun is your master teacher of higher consciousness, of higher awareness. So right now, my dear one, as you're finding this, there is this gateway, and it seems to be cosmic. there is right now, when you find this, okay, I'm channeling at a certain time where there's certain things happening, but when you find this, it might be just happening just for you. That specific alignment that is going to trigger, you know, maybe the remembrance of like certain patterns where, okay, well, when I tried this did not happen, or I tried that and did this not happen. There's a total restructuring, I'm sorry. I make up my own mind, my own words if I want. Yeah, I make up my own mind. I make up my own mind. Look at this. You're the one creating your mindset. Oh my God, this is so perfect. Pile number one, I have a perfect frequency that I just released about mindset that clears and boosts. I literally was using things to strengthen the aura, to clear while getting certain frequencies for the brain. Like, this is a deep sound engineering. And then the last 10 minutes, I'm bringing some activation to boost the serotonin, to enhance the mood, because I feel this is just about you realizing that you're the one setting the tone, setting the vibration, just like the feminine. You're embodying the vibration, and then you let everything be reorganized for you. Oh, of course, the temple path. And this is what is occurring for you, that golden opportunity cosmically, okay, as you're finding this reading, that something in the skies is aligning, and it's aligning for you to take that chance, that opportunity, that maybe, I feel as some of you, it might have been some type of alignment in the past, but there was some type of resistance to the healing, okay? Some type of, and usually it's the ego, the attachment, where we're not wanting to soften and surrender, okay? So I'm going to suggest for you my mindset frequency to support you and uplift you. I feel this is such a beautiful doorway you're opening. Okay. But we're seeing life seems to have been hard in the way it's said, like challenges, obstacles, drama, storms. Okay. And there was a repetition, but here, what I feel that you're releasing is the belief that is happening to you. And you're starting to realize that the things that are falling apart and falling away, that are actually happening for you. And this is the beginning of a new era for you. Whole different era. I actually feel like I just want to move this out of the way so we can see this new era, because now you have this golden opportunity. This is the karmic pattern that we saw. Having, to work hard, to control, and the way it affected your mindset. So now let's see how this opportunity to release this contract, how it's going to affect your life, how things are going to unfold thanks to this gateway. Oh, wow. I mean, milk and honey, sweetness. Sweetness is ahead. Sweet times ahead. Sweet, I heard for some reason, I do not know. I heard sweet pastures. So I'm seeing pastures as green. So a lot, there was some, healing of the heart that we saw here. A lot of healing of your heart from understanding how the universe works with you, for your higher purpose and good. Yeah. So how is your life, pile number one, going to look like or unfold now that you're releasing this. Wow, breathe. I love this. You're going to create much more space. Much more space. The other version with the karmic pattern was very constricted. You didn't have time and space for yourself. There was just so many limitations that were going on. So as this alignment is happening, you're creating more space for yourself to breathe, for yourself to expand. So there's expansion with that breath card. Okay, well, we'll take them. Then we have mending. Ooh, I love this for you. There's reconciliation. If some of you had, gone through any type of separation, but also, not just separation with others, but feeling separated from ourselves. This is a mending card for feminine and masculine. As you're allowing, I feel that some of you, the karmic pattern with that, it was over-focused with the mind. It was overdoing, so overly masculine. And this cosmic alignment is creating the reorganization, the cleanse, the energetical cleanse that is inviting and finally allowing the space for the feminine to flourish. And again, this is not gender-based. The feminine is your receptivity, is your intuition, is you being able to work with energy and your senses, and knowing then from that space what actions to take. When you're working with the details of the Zodiac wheel and you're studying them, all those angles, all those perspectives, the first degrees of Aries and the last degrees of Pisces, they are both feminine. They are yin in essence. And the one just after or just before the end are masculine. There's this beautiful entwinement between feminine and masculine through all the zodiac. But it always starts and ends with that feminine energy, that inner knowing. So this is a golden opportunity for you now to let your feminine drive your action. Okay, so drive it, it's almost like energetically. And then what happens is that there's no more effort. There is no more struggle. It just unfolds. Wow, it's just powerful. Look at this here and now. So your life, you're going to really enjoy much more your life because you're going to be more present. You need to be present with yourself to receive the feminine, to know how to navigate. There's a lot of meditation energy here. Some of you, it might be part of your new ways, okay, that is breaking free from the karmic wheel, the karmic pattern where we have to go, get up and just go. Between worlds, okay, there is a transition that is happening, definitely. We talked about this golden opportunity. So from dark to light, from experiencing life, with those, without the colors, and here, experiencing life with such vibrancy. I feel vibrancy here, from a state of to a state of yes, excitement. Yes, and with the chop wood. And what I feel here is that your life, you're going to be much more mindful of what you need to keep in your space, pile number 1. So that beautiful golden opportunity is cosmically occurring right now for you. And it's stepping you out of survival mode. It's stepping you out of constraint and hardship and hard work. It's everything that is going to fall away for you, apart, crumble, is meant to happen this way because it was going to require of you much more energy than it appeared. Okay, there's going to be some third eye activation. Maybe you will be able to have some clarity as this energy unfolds for you in your life about why I'm saying this. But know that you're meant to be much more fulfilled in the now moment, and that's how your life is going to start being recreated, where you're not going to need, for some reason, I feel it's not going to resonate for everyone, but I really feel like you're not going to feel like you're needing as much attention or people. You're going to be much more selective. I feel like this is much more selective in your energy, because you're going to understand that people that vibrate to the new pattern that you're going to embody now, the one that has experienced the hustle, the bustle, the wheel, okay, of being stuck and struggling, you're going to now really welcome only opportunities, people, relationships that understand that maybe if you're taking some space for yourself, time for yourself, it's to nurture a reality that offers you to thrive, because as a result, your vibration that is on the Thrive FM, okay, if you want to call it that way, that's what you're offering to others, and that's what you're giving as an opportunity. So you're going to meet people that are on that wavelength. There's definitely here some cleanse that is occurring. So some of you might even see through this golden opportunity to release that karmic pattern of having to do more, to work more. You're going to actually understand that you have to be more present to be more, and more will be done with less. So there's a very strong shift in your way to approach life, to even just create your reality. That is beautiful, pile number one. So that's what I have for you, my dear pile number one. The only frequency that I am suggesting is to work with the clearing and boosting your mindset as you receive this frequency, because it's going to find you in perfect alignment when you're experiencing a shift in your vibration that is bringing so much sweetness in your life. So as a support, this is my way to support you further, is through that frequency that I will list right there, okay? And you'll find it also in the description box below. Thank you so very much. Please remember to sprinkle some love and some likes on this video so you can support me as well in return. Namaste. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your messages. This is a golden opportunity for you to release a karmic pattern and contract. You chose the beautiful Khadga card that says, a predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Trust in the doors that close just as much as in the doors that open for you as a result. Beautiful. If you chose according to Zodiac placement, we have Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, and Scorpio. For the ones that are working more intimately with me as part of the YouTube Star family community, I would suggest, it's a suggestion, Mercury, your draconic placement. So we're working more closely, intimately with the layers of the body that is connected to your emotions. Now, as I was reading this, because we are speaking of divine timing, for the ones that want to receive a further message, know that time, the concept of time, is connected to Saturn. So some of you, your next message, if there is this call that you hesitated between piles, okay, you might want to look at your natal Saturn placement. And for this one, I'm suggesting more the Western astrology, what mostly people know. Okay, so now that we talked about the astrology, you know, it's important for me to cater that space and time for the people that are learning with me, that I'm teaching astrology and those aspects and are doing energy work for me. So I hope everyone understands why I have to deep dive in those aspects. So thank you so much, everyone. So let's see what we have. You know what's interesting? When I actually explain all of this, I felt like I had to explain myself. And a part while I was speaking was telling me like, why do you justify yourself? Why do you have to explain yourself? I feel, pile number 2, that this is part of your pattern. And you know what? I don't know how the cards are going to reveal this pattern to us, but it energetically, this is how it felt. If that's something you resonate with, that's definitely something that I feel for you. Something about judgment, something about being pointed at, or something around that. Okay, so let's see what the cards are saying as far as your opportunity. So with those cards, we're looking at the pattern, or what is this karmic pattern? Okay, interesting. We have adjacent possibilities and the cornucopia. Ooh, okay. All right, let's get more cards before I start interpreting this. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Unexpected. Okay, all right. Door to romance. Journey. Action. And 5th chakra with Archangel Gabriel. Beautiful. Throat chakra. Very interesting because the throat here is connected to Mercury, which is something that I am suggesting for the ones working with me. Pile number 2. What I see here as far as your golden opportunity to release a karmic pattern and contract, I can tell from the many roads, okay, and the many doors, that you're an old soul. You've come here with the knowing that you had many past lifetimes and past contracts, that you were going to take action to resolve the duality, transcend the duality. But here, you know what I felt about feeling judged, feeling, justifying myself. This is here with the throat and the door to romance, that key. Some of you, this is related. If you have been on this page or channel with me for a while, you may have heard me talk about the symbol of the key. Chiron in astrology looks like a reverse key. And there we go. You see, you have a cage heart. So some of you, there's something here about feeling accepted or feeling judged, refraining yourself from maybe taking the actions to embark on a new journey, a journey that is meant for you to find your success, to find love, actually to find it all, because we're here, the abundance and the door to romance and all those doors. It seems that you are blessed, dear pile 2, with an opportunity to close and end a repetitive pattern that is ending and closing many doors that were open, probably due to certain pattern of feeling like you have to justify yourself or you have to prove yourself. I feel like proving yourself. Maybe some of you, it was even through status, things that you had to offer. Okay. This is the karmic pattern that you are now gifted to release. There was many doors that were opened based off this. And I would say here with this, some of you, it might have started with those dynamics in your relationships with the tendency to people please. This, you know, if you've ever experienced any type of pain around your heart chakra and your throat chakra, wanting to please, and opening, you know, it's almost like here, opening the doors just to follow more other people's journeys, supporting other people in their unfolding, in their transformation, without really giving yourself that chance, giving yourself that same type of support and chance, you know. And there's a strong energy here that I feel also. I'm seeing Virgo here, and I don't know why, but there's this strong light that's shining, just like in the Hermit card with that lantern. Okay, some of you might be here because of the Virgo placement. I feel it strongly here. This is what you're releasing. You're releasing a tendency to have to justify yourself, prove yourself, overplease. And you're going to be closing, not because, remember, it says like a karmic pattern and contracts. That pattern, dear pile number 2, had opened many karmic doors. It had like ramification, like you would not believe it. And I feel like some of you, you're going to realize this now as you're going to receive this message. Okay, so now that we've seen what is the pattern, okay, and I'm glad that I was able to channel it with my, and I felt so awkward. This is so weird to me because, you know, I do readings all the time, and sometimes I have those weird feelings that flow through me, and that's what I felt for you. I'm like, okay, all right, and I could hear the duality. I could hear myself talk out loud, and I could hear the voice saying like, why are you doing this? And some of you, I wouldn't be surprised that you have had, even in your relationships, certain people that would watch you please others and have this friend or family member, whatever, say like, but why are you doing this? You know, like someone trying to like mirror to you that tendency, and you still giving way for that pattern. Okay, that pattern, you might not have realized the many doors, karmic doors and soul contracts. Because remember, now this is said here, this was always meant to open those multiple doors because you had contracts with those people, with those souls, with those opportunities, those events. Okay, now the great news is that this opportunity that you're finding, this is a golden opportunity that you're hearing this, taking action to understand that this pattern is now coming to an end. And how is this going to shift your life? This is how we're going to channel the second layer of those messages. All right. So pile number 2, now that you are done justifying yourself, you're going to start pleasing yourself instead of others and listening to your inner voice. Can we have some details about how your life is unfolding now that those doors are closing in perfect divine timing? That means when you're finding this reading, pile number 2, you are definitely at that golden, the gold is, pile number 2, the gold is everywhere. I think you are, some of you, if you felt like you were losing your light, you're losing energy, or you've been feeling a little sickly or not yourself, know that finding this and hearing this message is going to be a synchronized manifestation with you retrieving a lot of your, I heard drive, I heard mojo, I heard a lot of like noise like booyah, boom, vada boom, I don't know. Yes, okay, so we have here orphaned. Definitely here, there was this pattern of isolation. Imagine. Then we have deep knowing. Then we have all that glitters. Message in a bottle. Hurry, you guys, up. And time to go. Okay. Pile number 2. What's really interesting is that for you, this golden opportunity is going to, your life, how it's going to change is that you're going to realize the times where you abandon yourself. And what I mean by this is that, you know, when you put people before yourself, those are times where, and especially when you're feeling inside of yourself through a deep knowing that you should say differently or act differently, and you're still going with that pattern. Now that you heard the pattern and you're aware of the pattern, there is going to be a realization of those moments where you might be inclined to repeat the pattern and realize that every time you were doing this, you were not being truthful with those masks. You were not being truthful to yourself, but you were also hiding your light. So there's something here about how your life is going to change, is that you're going to see how you were hiding. There's something here about you abandoning yourself from those patterns, from those many contracts, and there's going to be a light retrieval. So I really feel it strongly for you. We'll talk about this, but you'll have some frequencies at the end where I'm going to suggest for light retrieval here. Okay, then what I see also is that once you're able to find that space, there's your imagination that is going to be sparked by certain things that were always meant for you to manifest, always meant for you to go after, that you probably knew, things that you knew you wanted, or you knew you wanted to take a chance, or you knew you wanted to learn or experience. But there was something about that people-pleasing tendency, or having to justify, hey, you know, if parents like, but why are you doing this? Or why are you making this decision? And having to always take into account everyone's opinion on your life. Judgment, I told you, like judgment. And that's something, you know, we didn't deep dive into the source of where that is coming from, okay? But that's the pattern, okay? And this is part of some soul contract, so it might be from past life, okay? But now you're going to be able to realize that every time and you know what? Because I don't know if you noticed, but I had like my phone ringing and buzzing, so I turn it off. Here we have a message, we have the phone. Every time you're taking the time to answer someone else while you're working on something for yourself, but you're always letting yourself being interrupted. Here you're going to have a total shift, because you're going to see how it's not nurturing your own value. You're going to be able to cater more time for valuing yourself, and through that process, going after your dreams, going after the things you always have been knowing are meant for you to go after. And through that process, what I love is that this is where you're going to hear the divine. This is where spirit has been waiting for you in order to communicate with you towards the things that you were always meant to go and chase your dreams. It's like some of you, there was something about maybe chasing others, that type of runner chaser type of thing, okay? That definitely here, you're turning this around. You're going to become in love with yourself. You're going to be enamored and celebrate your life. And especially, you're going to go after the things that bring you joy, bring you light. So that I can see this time to go is time for you to go on that adventure. You know, the journey that you had before, the journey card, it was showing the journey of those many doors that were and had to be experienced. Those splits in terms of, you know, when you said yes to that person and yes to that person, it was like almost like you were feeding their timeline with their desires, but not yours. And now, as you're finding this reading, as you're allowing yourself to receive this information, you're able to end the contract and being able to be on your way. Time to go after your dreams. Time. And honestly, pile number 2, you could have not done it differently. This is where I don't want any type of judgment. The same judgment that you felt that will kind of like open all those doors. I don't want you to start judging yourself in negative ways. Why did I do this? Why? Okay, because it's not going to uplift you. It's not going to support you. And we want you to feel and do only things that are supportive and nurturing of your energy. Because the other way is the old way, is the doors that we're closing. And you have many doors. There were doors. Okay? Even on the card? Yes. Okay? So with that, those many, you had to experience it. It was always part of the divine plan. And that means that now, as you're meeting halfway this message, the information, the steps for you to go after your dreams are going to come online, are going to come alive. So my way for you, okay, I know exactly, because of all that I said for you as far as your energy work, because some of you might be new to the channel, but this is something that I suggest for everyone that is hearing pick a card readings or channel messages and things like that, because you have your own path and you have your own challenges and you have your own life and you have your own opportunities and your own dreams. Okay, I'm going to suggest some energy work. I'm going to suggest for you the soul retrieval frequency. Okay, and that soul retrieval frequency, I'm going to ask you to recite a mantra. You can and you don't have to, or you don't have to, okay? This is the mantra for my law of attraction. Remember when I said the runner chaser, that law of attraction and sacred union frequency, I created exactly for that energy, because I used to have that tendency and seeing it happening. Sometimes I was the runner and sometimes I was the chaser, and I was like, what is that all about? And how do we get out of here? Okay, how do we end those cycles? So if you know your girl here, and you might not know me yet, but I'm very much about, resolving patterns, karmic astrology, and resolving and endings. This is strong in my chart, and we can see here with that Scorpio energy, some of you, if you're here for Scorpio archetype, this is something that is part of your self-mastery. So in that frequency, I use the sacred law of attraction, Om Mani Padme Hum, which removes jealousy, hatred, envy, transcends the ego. I mean, this mantra is amazing to remove any lower conditionings, okay? So what I suggest is reciting Om Mani Padme Hum while you're listening to the soul retrieval, because what it's going to do is that the many doors we had with all those contracts, okay, and those many times where you were not true to yourself and hid your light and did not dare to shine, okay, we're going to bring resolution energetically through this, okay? If some of you don't like to chant, then I would suggest to use the 2 frequencies, one after the other. You can listen to it as you fall asleep. So you'll have all the details. I'm going to link here the soul retrieval, and I'll make sure that I also list down below the mantra, just so you have it, Om Mani Padme Hum. And if you want the soul attraction, the law of attraction, I'm going to list it as well. Okay, so sacred union and law of attraction, so you can work with this. This is all I have for you, pile number 2. I am so excited for you. You deserve it. This is your time to shine. This is your time for your dreams to manifest. I am so excited for you. If that's you, drop me a phone. I don't know why. I just feel like drop me a phone. There's something about connecting. And if some of you want to be part of my mailing list, you can find the access also in the video description. Maybe there's something here about the connection. I don't know. That's how I felt. Okay. So that's all. Thank you so very much. Please remember to sprinkle some love with some likes, some comments. It just makes my heart smile. So thank you in advance. Namaste. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your messages. This is your golden opportunity to release a karmic pattern and contract. Okay, so you chose the beautiful card here of Bhadra Kali. There is not always a need to try to grapple or conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Just because another has created a certain reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you in does not mean that you must participate. You have the divinely granted gift of choosing where to invest your energy. So be kind to yourself. Okay, if you chose according to Zodiac placement, we have Libra, Cancer, Pisces, and Leo. If you are part of the YouTube community and family, I would suggest your Mercury Draconic placement. But again, you might have more than one, message. What we're going to do now, my dear one, because it seems that for you, there's something about, it says draw you in, but what I heard is drag you. I heard someone trying to drag you into their matters, their problem. So there's something, I know your contract, and I was like touching Libra here. Your contract is about, maintaining your frequencies, maintaining your boundaries, and not let other people monkey mind, monkey games, reality, fears to dictate your own. Okay, so we're going to first look at some more details about the pattern, the contract. Okay, and okay, all right, and that one. There's 2 additional cards, and I feel they're just extra. We'll see them later. Who's extra here? I don't know how to feel about this. Sorry, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I feel like there's some type of like ego battle here that I'm feeling, because I'm hearing many voices trying to interject here. Okay. All right, this is interesting. That should be fun. Okay, we have rest and rejuvenation. Let's look at all those cards. Woman holding a coin. Woman holding a heart. I told you there was different voices. Higher self, different aspect. Okay. Attachment. A broken heart. And deceit. Oh. Okay. Pile number 3. There's something here about manipulation. This is very strong. I felt it in my mind, like someone trying to play with my mind. But obviously I was able to like laugh it off, because it was like almost like hearing the lower aspects of the behavior of the person while the higher self and my higher self, and I was like, what the heck is all this noise? So you're facing here probably people that feel they have to control, feel that they have to have power over you, create some cords. With the mask here, it reminds me of my frequency, the imposter syndrome. I would not be surprised if this has to do with narcissistic personalities surrounding you versus you having such an empathetic heart, such receptiveness. So such like here, I feel the pattern. You see, remember draw you in, draw your soul, draw your higher self, draw you in some type of attachment, some type of emotional blackmail. This is like, it's so extra. That's what I was feeling. So let's see those extra cards, because I was like, whoa, that's like, I did not feel like I wanted to be involved. Okay. And it's not like drama, explosive, novella, obvious. It's more like, it's really manipulation. It's really deceit. Someone that would even play on appearing a certain way. And I really feel like for you, pile number 3, it's really in your relationships and how they are affecting you. Okay. And I'm seeing karmic cords. I'm seeing broken heart. I'm seeing manipulation also with material things or even emotional things. Okay. Don't like it. Then we have the Magician and the Mirror. And the caring connection, the extra. Oh, wow. Okay. I feel like I have to, you know what I feel like? I feel like I have to enter like a psychiatric, care. There is like a lot of psychology. So the Magician here and the Mirror. The Magician is Mercury. And it's interesting because that's where I'm heading with, people are working with me more intimately. We're working for this reading with Mercury's energy, especially the emotional layer. Okay, if you are new to the channel, that's something that I would suggest when you go and look at your chart. Go and check out the draconic system and look at your Mercury placement, because you're facing here duality in terms of how people think, and it's like what they say and how they behave. So there's some type of rupture here, the pattern of yin and yang. There's definitely, and relationships are mirrors. That's why I told you, like, I almost like I didn't want to get involved. Some of you, if you chose pile number 3, this is really something you have to almost like start being totally non-active in it. Withdraw yourself. Like if some people are gossipy, remove yourself. And if they're like, well, okay, say like, listen, just say like, I just don't want to waste my energy in talking about people behind their back. Like, and I know, I will tell you, no matter what I was hearing in my head that I would say to this situation and this person, I knew that they would find a flaw and they would find a way to guilt me and shame me and break my heart. So it's almost like, be ready to have that tug of war and that pushback with this type of pattern, but this is your only way. This is to remove yourself. You gotta let go. This is very clear. Grapple and conquer. It's like playing in this action, reaction. This let go. Let go, let go. Don't participate. It says don't participate. Okay, so here, my dear pile number 3. We're very accurate just with this card, what we felt. And the fact that we felt it all with one card, I want you to know, pile number 3, the first impression that you had on those people, okay, you were always very true about this, okay? And some of you, it's going to be hard at times because that might be impressions you had from, and you have from people you care about that are part of your family, okay? This is something I shared recently in a personal session where I was saying, as a child, I did not know what narcissism was, but a specific person in my family, even though they were so nice to me, even though they were like, almost it felt like extra, too much, no matter how much, and I loved them, but I loved them because they were who they were, but I did not like how they behave. There was something since I was a young child that I just could not, I was like, it doesn't jive. It was energetically. So that's something I'm sharing with you because I know you know. I know you know. Okay. And it's time for you to remove yourself because your relationship, okay, the relationship you nurture in your life, they're going to be mirrored in your life. And as an example, it's almost like how you saw the relationships evolve as a young child, your most common relationship, how your parents, their family, and all this interaction. This will be uncanny how your life will manifest a lot of those patterns as well. So now as you're finding this reading, this is your golden opportunity to hear it well, that you're not engaging anymore with this. And probably some of you, you've already started doing this, okay? As you're finding this. And we're going to have some energy solution for you. At the end, I'm going to suggest some energy work if you need some support because this is strong, okay? This is strong. This felt like a circus. What is the expression? Not my monkey, not my circus, something like that. That's really how I felt. This is where we're at with you, pile number 3, as far as your golden opportunity to finally release this type of pattern of your life. Okay. Now that you know this, how is it going to shift your life? How is it going to shift your life? Okay. Whoa. Sorry. Well, I like this. You're gonna clean it. Is it like an L key? You guys, I have to, pile number 3, I have to show it to you because I live in the mountains and I have just seen a family of elkies. And look at this. I want you to, there was no buck, there was only, but I want you to see this. I want to share this beauty with you. See? Look at this. Now I want to show you how this was like an hour ago. Okay, and I see this and I'm like, this is so for you. This is because it's a masculine. Okay, it's like remember we're in the partnership and look at this 4 okay. There's some synchronization. There's some, the fact that you're becoming aware of this is also going to be a ripple effect into your DNA line. Okay, and why do I'm saying this is because I'm seeing the mirror effect of 21 and 12 being the activation number for DNA. Okay, so 1221 being mirrored. Some of you, it might be something significant as far as numbers, I don't know, but there's something here that is being cleaned up at a generational level. That's how big you finding this reading is. Okay, I love it. My God, I love it. You have no idea how those readings sometimes they just pump me up. I'm so excited. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have. Let's discuss this. We have higher power. Yep. They have a key on their third eye. Oh, I love this. We'll talk about it. Chaos and conflict. Yeah, baby. Number 33. We have co-create. We have time to go. And flexible. I love this. Okay. So we're having a confirmation with what I said as far as DNA activation, generational shift, because the key connects to the Chiron wound. If you look at the astrology symbol, it's a reverse key. So here with Chiron, there's an opportunity to, through the wound, let the light enter what made us suffer, how we perceived ourselves, how we perceived our relationship, and how it ailed us, be activated in our own healing abilities. So those patterns that you endured, Okay, my dear one, because I can tell you, I mean, like, I felt this. I was like, oh, wow. I did not want to be there. Okay, and I felt it for you. And know that this is going to be stripped away as you disengage. Now, what is more delicate with disengaging certain patterns is that when they're vibrationally surrounding you, you have to stop them. You have to not put and feed them with focus. So sometimes it means removing physically yourself from a situation, and sometimes it means having to speak up. Okay. Now the number 33 reminds me of the vertebrae, the 33 vertebrae. Okay. And what I find it interesting is the number 19 is connected to Cancer in the Zodiac wheel, the first degrees of Cancer, which speaks of healing our memories, our remembrance. So there's here what I say 33 with Cancer. It's because the 33 vertebrae, the only organ that is connected to all 33 vertebrae is the spleen. The spleen that allows you to feel successful, that allows you to feel like you are achieving things in your life, that you're accomplishing things, okay? It's connected to Cancer. So I'm sorry if my like how I jumped into those conclusions, but this is my best way for you to see it and explain it to you. It's like it's something that was traveling through your vertebrae generation after generation. And now you're seeing how you're able to find flexibility. You're able to, yes, in the moments where this tension is coming your way, you're able to maneuver and find a way out and disengage. Or, you know what I used to do? I used to deflate everything with some type of joke. Some type of way to make sure that the person that was being triggered or that was going into those lower patterns would be stopped themselves and just crack up, because there was, I don't know how, I was going to say, I don't know how I developed this ability, but it is in my chart. But it's also something that through being exposed to toxicity like this energetically, my best way to shift it drastically is from that toxicity, you know, lower vibration discussion and to something much lighter like laughter. Okay, so I feel that some of you, it's something that maybe you have yourself. Okay, by the way, if some of you want to look in their chart, this would be Muse Talia. She's the number 23. She is the muse of humor, comedy. Okay, so when I discovered her, I saw where she was in my chart, and I saw that so my muse of humor is in a placement of Capricorn that speaks of discernment. So when I have discernment about something, I am able to bring humor to it. It's almost like, and if I'm not discerning, I don't really know how to make a joke of it. But that's something for you to know, that could be a muse that helps you to transcend some of those patterns. So definitely, once you understand what karmic contract you're ending, you're going to see how your life is going to drastically change. You're going to be able to finally create from your own vibrational point instead of having to fight. Because I feel for you, it's almost like this takes so much energy to fight off other people's vibrational beliefs, especially lower spectrum, okay, that there was no space for you to daydream and take time for your dreams and do things differently, and maybe just not enough space, not enough time, not enough breathing. Okay, but now you're going to see how your understanding of not engaging is just going to be disarmed. It's almost like, you know, people like to fuel that with other people, but if there's no one that wants to fuel that with them, they'll just have to move or find someone else, okay? But that's something that in this lifetime you're had to experience, and you're learning, and you've learned, and now your life is going to drastically change. I would say with some of those things that I picked up, oh wow, and we had Cancer this whole time. I'm just seeing it. Very strong energy here, okay? But in the degrees of Libra, we do have certain energies that speak of breaking the chains of karma. So very strong for pile number 3, if you came here for the Zodiac placement in particular, that you're going to experience a very, very different reality. So now for you, I'm going to go a little bit further, because I almost feel like, what type of reality? Okay, I just feel like it's almost like it's so deep, it runs so deep. I just want to ask a little bit more. Okay, all right, another card. Ah, of course, that's all you would want, pile number 3. Peace. The noise. This is going to be so blissful to your nervous system. And through this connection to your nervous system, because there was so much heart, there was so much that you could feel, you know, it seems that you manifesting the life of your dreams is going to come with much more ease, because you already have that magnetic power. You know, we saw it here with this woman holding a heart. Like, once you won't be engaged in those, or dragged into those conversation, you know, situations, your natural expression of yourself is just so blissful, so just peaceful. Okay, just more I feel some of you, if you are into yoga or not yet, or wanting to do yoga, like there's something about you opening up your vertebrae that could be something that supports you, opening up the vertebrae. Okay, so in terms of frequency, I'm going to have one frequency that is only for the YouTube star family, because it's the 33 vertebrae. I have to mention it for everyone. You'll find it here and also down below. This is a great frequency, but the ones that need to stop engaging with this and that needs support, I'm going to suggest to you the surrender is the portal. Because remember, this is a golden opportunity. That means it's a door. That means it's a portal. And you're going to create it from yourself, from a very peaceful nervous system. This is the only frequency where I have birds in the background. Naturally, the birds to our body is a signal of peace, safety. I want you to bring more of that feeling for yourself so you can shift this. And especially if you have to stop the interaction. And some of you, I just feel called, because I know some of you are working more intimately with me and you you like your energy work. If you want to chant a mantra, I'm going to give you the Ramadasa Sa Se So Hung. Okay, this is a great mantra for your aura, to clear your aura. It's actually used when I used to listen to it at night after my Kundalini awakening. I listened to it every night for almost a year, because I was so energetically charged with drama and my nervous system was shot. Conflict, chaos, okay? That this actually works through the DNA. Very, very powerful mantra. If some of you want to try it, okay, that's what I have for you. And by the way, if that's you, pile number 3, and it supported you, please drop me an egg. I will know, okay, if you want with a little dove. But that's what I have for you. Please remember to sprinkle me some love on those videos by liking, commenting. It always brings a smile onto my heart. So thank you in advance, and I'm sending you many blessings. Namaste.